We are live.
We are live. Brilliant. There is some echo. I don't know where it comes from. So welcome to IEEE Region 8 Students and Young Professionals Virtual Congress. It's day 5, session number 2. I'm Adam Jastrzebski and I'm a treasurer of IEEE Region 8. I got involved with organizers of this vSYP event, so that's why I'm moderating this specific session now. The agenda for today's Region 8 Director-elect candidates debate is as follows. First, we'll have introductory presentations from the candidates. There will be 2.5 minutes for each one of them. Then we'll have questions and answers session based on questions which were sent to us before the meeting. For those answers, we will usually give around 1.5 minutes for answer. Following that, we will have questions and answers from the floor, from you people who are watching us at the moment. And then at the end, we will have concluding remarks from the candidates, 2.5 minutes each. What I'd like to say that the candidates' presentations and answers will be strictly timed. The candidates have not been given a list of the questions in advance. That's important. The questions are completely new to them. Now, if you want to submit your questions then during this session, then please look at the bottom of the screen. There is the ask a question option there. So if you click there, a little pop-up window will appear and you can type your question there. Close the window afterwards because otherwise you'll pop part of the screen. Now, look at the existing questions, and if you like them, if you like some of them, you can press an arrow at the top, which is voting for that question that it is important to you, and that will move the question on our list higher up, so it will have more probability to answer if we are running out of time. I just would like to say that we'll be moderating these questions submitted today from the floor because we already have a number of questions submitted earlier, which will be answered, so we know what the questions are, and it will be therefore for us important to not to repeat them. So now I give the stage to Maciej Borówka, who is Region 8 Vice Chair for Student Activities, and he will introduce candidates. Maciej, your floor.
Thank you so much, Adam. So we have today with us two brilliant volunteers, candidates for position of IEEE Region 8 Director-elect. So for 2 first years, it's a Director-elect. For another 2 years, it's a Director. And for another 2 years, it's a past Director. So it's a 6-year designation. And we have with us Vincenzo Piuri. He's a professor of computer engineering at University of Milan. And we have also on the left-hand side, Igor Kuzle. He's a professor and the head of the Department of Energy and Power Systems at the University of Zagreb.
Okay.
That's all, actually.
Maciej, you go on, you carry on, Maciej.
Okay. Okay, so today's we will have a debate. And I would like to start. So we decided that there will be session at the beginning, session at the end. So session at the beginning will be started by Vincenzo, and the session at the end will be started by Igor. So Vincenzo, the stage is yours.
Thank you. Hi, everybody. Thank you for this opportunity of addressing you today. I believe that we need to focus on the needs of all segments of our scientific and professional community, especially student and young professionals, since you are our future. This will reinforce the value of IEEE and the IEEE membership. Our region is doing a lot for you, but it's not enough. So to this purpose, I see 3 strategic directions for our region. First, we should focus more on empowering and engaging you to be effective and successful in your job and lead the technology and innovation. We should identify flexible and sustainable membership models with the fees taking into account the average income in our field in each country, with the personalized membership benefits, with more focus on your needs, networking, career building, and continuous learning. Second, we should continue to be the trusted source of high-quality knowledge with more technical activities and conferences and more focus on emerging technologies and practical knowledge for professionals, with innovative dissemination channels, with more emphasis on ethics and design and sustainable development. Third, we should continue to promote inclusivity and diversity, and we should expand the support to underserved groups and geographical areas. With more soft skills, mentoring services, entrepreneurship event and education, more support to industry and industry professional, corporate education program, and corporate membership. We should have a more local and international leadership in industry for students and young professionals, more humanitarian activities. We should reinforce the cooperation with the society councils, neighboring sections, and national associations to better know each other and contribute to promote the peace through personal friendship. This strategic action constitutes a holistic vision for our region, where each of you can find a role to be a better leader in technology and innovation in the economy and the society, where each of you can really make the difference. This is my vision for the future of our region and the entire IEEE. Let's work together for an IEEE of people for people. Thank you.
Okay. Adam, please change the slide. Thank you, Vincenzo, for your presentation. Igor?
Hello, okay, I will start. Hello, students. Hello, young professionals. Hello, my young colleagues. As you know, I am a child of IEEE. I am in Region 8. During my 26 years of IEEE membership, I was involved in different IEEE activities. And I have gathered a lot of experience and ideas what we can improve in Region 8. So I have growth both professionally and personally with the Region 8, and I served on different IEEE positions inside Region 8, from the chapter level, section level, region, and global level. Also from technical and geographic activities point of view. So I believe I can recognize different needs of our membership across the Region 8. So maybe you notice my 3 priorities in Region 8 will be industry, chapter coordination, and student and young professionals, where I want to establish the IEEE units, some student branch and the student branch chapters at every school and every faculty at university related with the program related with IEEE. And I think Region 8 should enable some seed initial money for their activities at the beginning. Also, I plan to establish one more student and young professional congress. Now it is every 2 years. I think it will be better to be every year. Also some local workshop and which including neighboring sections and everything should be improved, the organization of student in Region 8. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Igor. Sorry for confusion. It's my fault.
No problem.
Maciej, continue.
So right now I will explain how we get the questions. So actually we send the e-notice to student and graduate students on the level of active membership and arrears. And we received over 100 questions. And we choose actually 11 most interesting / profound. And the students and young professionals whose names will be shown on the left side of each question will be awarded with the IEEE student membership or equivalent for IEEE products and services if they already renew their membership for the next year. So for those who will see on the slides, congratulations. We will contact you in a few days from now. And also we are waiting for questions from the floor that after around 9 questions that we have prepared, we will have a short session for those 2 best questions. And I believe that's also we will be asking the questions. We will start from Igor, then Vin, next Vin Igor, Igor Vin. So there will be not the same order all the time. I believe that's all. Please write your question in the ask a question, and we will choose to the best at the end of the session. And I believe that we can start. So first question is for Igor. Question from Turkey, from Yunus Emre Fidan. When you look into your past, do you see any mistakes in your past IEEE careers? If there were mistakes, how did you fix them?
So,
Sorry, you have just a minute and a half. It's a mistake here, okay?
Okay. Well, I was involved in different, as I already told, in different units and different committees and subcommittees in Region 8. And also I was working very hard in Croatia section. So I was a section chair, and I was chair of PS chapter and IES chapter, and really we got a lot of awards in that period when I was chair this IEEE unit. Maybe I was on the global level a member only of the membership benefit portfolio subcommittee. I has a lot of opportunities to be involved in different global subcommittees, but I was focused on Region 8 and Croatia section, and maybe it is some kind of mistakes, because I think Vincenzo is more experienced on the global level, but I think I am much more experienced on the chapter level and section level and in Region 8 level. So the time is past. Yeah.
Thank you, Igor. Vincenzo, please start.
Yes. Well, of course, if you are working, you do mistakes. You are not always caring for everything, for every detail. In IEEE, what I did as a mistake many years ago, when I created one of the chapters of IEEE in Italy, I was not persistent enough in asking for support from the society, from other entities to provide sufficient funds to start many activities. And that was one of the lessons learned that really changed my activities when I have been starting in the various roles for the Italy section, in chapters when I created other chapters in Italy, and when I created the group, the affinity group on entrepreneurship in Italy. And this is really something that changed my attitude not only at the local level, but also at a more global level.
Thank you, Vincenzo. Adam, please change the slide. Thank you. So we stay with Vincenzo. Questions has been sent by Daniel Farai-Zadeh from Iran. And the question is as follows. What are your plans for increasing the membership of students and faculty in the IEEE, especially in countries where the national currency has been depreciated against the dollar?
Well, I believe that this is a very important aspect, not only for the students, but also for the young professionals, and in general for people who are working in the industry, especially if they have to pay the membership fees and all the other services in addition to the basic membership on their own pocket. I believe that IEEE should change definitely the way in which the membership fee and the various services are charged by considering the average income in each country in our field of activities, since this will really make the difference and will put people in every country exactly in the same condition to join the IEEE, join the active community in IEEE, and be one of the engine for the growth of the IEEE in general. And of course, I'm caring most for our region, in which there are so many diversities in the average income in the country, in which for which this aspect is, I believe, very, very critical.
Thank you, Vincenzo. The same question for Igor.
I think the student fee for the low-income country should be free. Also, Region 8 have some funds, and the Region 8 can help for the sections in these countries with low income to return some money to them and to enable them to pay the fee for the student in their countries, but I think the students should to be active. Based on some of these activities, Region 8 can provide some money to return this money from the membership fee to these low-income countries, to low-income sections, to help to enable their students to become the members of IEEE. In the future, it will be full members and they will pay normal fee for these countries, but at the beginning, I think we should help them and can help them.
Thank you, Igor. So the next question comes from Kenya, was sent by Beryl Shabet. And the question is for Igor. What do you think isn't being done right in IEEE Region 8, and how would you handle the matter?
I think you should start the time. Okay. I think a lot of things in Region 8 could be improved. You didn't start the time, so. Okay, a lot of things in the Region 8 should be improved, especially how we treat, for example, industry people. People from industry in Region 8 are really not interesting to be members of IEEE. In the past, the majority of IEEE members was from industry. Today, academia is dominate. We should improve some things and help to industry in Region 8 to become more interesting for the IEEE membership. We should include this industry in continuing education. Also, we can establish some new conferences only for people from industry without papers, just with presentations. Also, we should improve our connection with the standard organization. And also, I already said, student and young professionals and chapter coordination is my priorities. Also, we should improve coordination between neighboring chapters in neighboring countries.
Thank you, Igor. Vincenzo, the same question for you.
Well, I believe that in our region we have done a lot, but definitely we can do more, especially taking into account that the needs are evolving. And I believe that, for example, what we have not done enough is to provide practical knowledge for industry professional and for the young professional especially, so that they can solve the real world problems during their daily job. And the way the papers are excellent, the ones that we publish in Explore, but this is not what is really needed by the young professional and the professionals in general when they are working in their company. We need to provide knowledge also about the emerging technologies in a much faster and easier way to address the needs of interdisciplinary applications of the technologies, where a global understanding, a multifaceted understanding is really, really essential. And this should be something that we should pursue at the level of the region with educational activities, local knowledge disseminated in various channels, and we should push at the level of the IEEE to have also recommendation system and other tools to navigate through the material that is made available.
Thank you so much, Vincenzo. So we stay with Vincenzo. The next question comes from Portugal, from Eduardo Valacha. And Vincenzo, please try to make it in 1 minute, 25 seconds.
Sure.
And the question is, what will be done to develop the student branches even more events and adaptation to COVID-19 situation?
Sure. Well, I have been a branch counselor for many, many years in my university. And what I believe that we should do is to provide more opportunities to meet experts of the field with distinguished lecturers, with tutorial, using the material that we already have available and have a local support of one of the colleagues to make sure that many more students actually will be able to benefit from this opportunity. And of course, as a region, what we should do in a pervasive way is to contact the various universities and try to promote the creation of a local branch. And that could be done, for example, by contacting also the fellows of the IEEE in the various regions and the life members, since they have a huge experience, especially from the industry, and they could really help in making the difference. And of course, we need to provide more financial support to the student branches so that they have the ability to start various activities like competition, participation in global competition in the region, and so on.
Thank you so much, Vincenzo. And the same question for Igor.
I already told you that I will ensure seed money from the Region 8 for every new student branches. When I was section chair in Croatia section, I established 3 student branches in Osijek, Rijeka, and Split universities, and also I am advisor still for the Power and Energy Society for the students. So how we can improve the functioning of these branches in this COVID-19 crisis situation. So we are forced to enable more virtual meetings. I know that students don't like virtual meetings so much. I don't like it also. I preferred in-face meeting, and I think it is much better if students contact in personal with each other, because they can share the best practice. Also, they can share different cultural and social backgrounds, and I think we can enable enough money for these events.
Thank you, Igor. We are staying with Igor, and the next question comes from Tunisia by R8vSYP. And the question is, how you can motivate the students, especially women, from the poorest countries in Region 8, Africa countries, to participate in IEEE Region 8 programs?
So women are often underrepresented in the academic and professional fields of engineering, but they can have different views on the certain problems which can contribute to the diverse fields of engineering. So I will strongly support the involving more females in the different committees and also in the different units of IEEE. Maybe we can involve some positive discrimination and gives some opportunities for young females for free. We involve them in the different IEEE activities. So I think Region 8 should continue to facilitate with this recruitment, and I will strongly support it and promote equal participation of females, of women in Region 8 committees. So, okay, thank you.
Thank you, Igor. And the same question for Vincenzo.
Well, I believe that we need to provide, first of all, financial support to the students to participate actively in the various events, so that this will help expanding their international networking. And of course, when the COVID situation will improve. Then I believe that we need to provide role models and create a program in which we have experts, role models, which may help in showing, going around in the various sections, showing how the value of being an active part of the community and our region in particular. But it should also create some recognition, more recognition. And we need to attract them, for example, with humanitarian activities by expanding the engineering program in the local community, so that they will see directly the value of what they are doing transferred in the local community. And of course, we need to provide the funds to support this kind of activity. As the women students are concerned, I have been a member of the Women in Engineering since almost 20 years, since I firmly believe that we should be proactive in supporting more and more the presence and the participation of the women in our activities.
Thank you, Vincenzo. So the next question is for you. Please try finish it 10 seconds earlier. So question is from UK by Michael Jennings. And the question is, how will you ensure that IEEE remains competitive with existing institutions such as the IET and IOP?
Well, I believe that IEEE is a global institution covering the world and is very pervasive. We have over 400,000 members, and this is a resource that only IEEE has. So I believe that we should continue to nurture the presence of the members and recognize the value of the members in IEEE and increase the visibility of our members and involve many more members, for example, with micro-volunteering, so that many will have the opportunity to feel really part of our family, of our IEEE family. And I believe that this will make the difference and will continue to make IEEE much more attractive, since it will give the transnational perspective at a very high standing level that we have. And of course, the financial support need to be made available, and I do not see any problem in our region to make sure that we have this kind of support. Thank you.
Thank you, Vincenzo. And the same question for Igor.
So, as I was member of membership benefit portfolio management, I know exactly all of opportunities that IEEE members in USA have, and we have not in Region 8. So IEEE IT is also globally player, but in UK they are licensed member institution, and also they provide different certificates to their members. For example, for chartered engineer, incorporated engineer, engineer technician, and etc. And also we can enable this type of services for the IEEE in Region 8. So we can connect IEEE with different engineering society in Region 8, and also enable IEEE in Region 8 to provide different certificated for our members. So it will help in that global battle for the membership. Also, in US, IEEE provide insurance, credit cards, etc., and we can involve that in Region 8 too.
Thank you, Igor. So we are staying with Igor. The next question is from Cameroon, from Mary Immaculate Nehru. Igor, please finish in 1 minute 20 seconds.
Okay.
And the question is, are you a good team worker or team leader? And can you lead a team?
Okay, I think I'm well organized individual with intercultural experience and sensibility, and I have a lot of experience. I'm a hardworking person with excellent project and time management skills and strong affinity toward teamwork. I have a strong and hard background in knowledge, in experience, and as engineer. And I was leader of really probably 100 different projects for industry. And also I'm leading probably 20 different type of scientific projects. I was head of the department for 6 years. This is limited only for 4 years, but they give me 2 more years because I had very good result in my job. So I think I can manage Region 8 very well.
Thank you, Igor. And the same question for Vincenzo.
Well, personally, I really like to work to people. I do not like to work alone, but really value the contribution that comes from different people, since everybody of us has different ideas, different perspectives, different views, and this will really create the difference, since the synthesis of all of this will allow always to achieve the best results. And I believe in having in the team, in working in a team which is interdisciplinary and in which the diversity of gender or geographical origin, culture add much further value, since this will allow to have a really broader perspective and avoid many mistakes. From the leadership point of view, I have been in several positions. I have been chairing a PhD program. I've been chairing a department in my university. I've been chairing many other committees in the university. I'm leading one of the groups to create an inter-university educational program in Europe. And in IEEE, I've been chairing many committees, a couple of societies, pretty large, and I've been chairing the Technical Activity Board, which include over 60 voting members and many other non-voting members. So I believe that I have a good experience in this perspective as well. Thank you.
Thank you, Vincenzo. And the next question comes from Bosnia and Herzegovina, from Janita Dulovic. The question is for Vincenzo. Considering the current global pandemic situation, where do you see the potential of Region 8 to develop?
Well, I believe that the pandemic situation has been giving us the opportunity to rethink the interaction and develop much more the interaction remotely, like during this meeting. Even if this is very different from the personal physical interaction, which is the one that I prefer, I believe that in this global situation, Region 8 can develop many more interactive opportunities for educational activities, for networking, for mentorship, so that especially students and young professionals can benefit for building their own career in a smooth way. And I believe that putting together the educational opportunities of the various sections, the various chapters, especially around Region 8, and we are very active in this direction, that will create a knowledge base that can be shared around Region 8, so that everybody can really benefit from this additional knowledge. And then, of course, many more opportunities for conferences, technical activities performed in a remote way will really be beneficial to strengthen the interaction, even though we cannot meet in person.
Thank you, Thank you, Vincenzo. And the same question for Igor.
At the beginning, I want to say hello to all my friends from Bosnia, my neighboring country, and how we can fight against the pandemic situation. So this pandemic situation will end it for 1 year, maybe a little more, but when the vaccine will be available, it will not be the global pandemic situation in the future. So now some good things from this global pandemic situation is that a lot of people learn how to use this distance communication and distance learning online techniques for the meeting, especially older people learn that. And now we can use also this knowledge in the future to improve the functioning of IEEE in Region 8, IEEE organization. Also, we can involve more meetings. As I already told you, I prefer in-face meetings, but personal meetings, but these online meetings are also very useful. And I think we should wait for 1 year and then everything will be almost like before.
Thank you, Igor. So the next question is from Egypt, from Zayed Shalan. That's a question for you, Igor. What's your innovative way to reach out to students in Region 8 to know more about IEEE, and how to let students who are already members to be more interactive with IEEE activities?
I think we should send the experienced member and also the young young professionals and students to every part of every country to introduce IEEE to their colleagues, especially on the universities where is not without IEEE units. And I think Region 8 and sections should pay for that. And for the students who are already members to be more active with IEEE activities, we should improve, we should involve more projects for the students in Region 8. So I will be open for the different ideas of students, and I will support their ideas. As Region 8 director, I have some funds, and I will for sure spend these funds for the students, because I know the students will be the future of IEEE, especially in Region 8. And I think all money which we put to the students will be good spent money.
Thank you, Igor. And the same question to Vincenzo.
Thank you. Well, several years ago, I created a workshop series that was directed actually to support the dissemination of awareness among the members and the non-members about the IEEE activities, especially for societies, chapters, and other groups in IEEE. I believe that we should be more pervasive around our region in making this type of workshops, even online, even recording the sessions, more visible to people. We have Volt, we have other opportunities focusing on the technical interaction, and this will allow to attract more and more students. In where we have the student branches, this could be an opportunity to have people understanding the value of volunteering And having a micro-volunteering will help even the young students, if they have not enough time, to be active in our IEEE community and feel part of our family. And then we need to create competitions for them so that they perceive additional values. We need to promote humanitarian activities and engineering projects in the local community so that they perceive the practical value of being part in the IEEE and apply the engineering knowledge. And of course, we need to recognize this with various types of awards and, of course, with financial support. And in our region, we have enough to do this kind of support. Thank you.
Thank you, Vincenzo. And the next question also for you. Please finish 10 seconds earlier. So question is from Finland, from Kuros Kahamushi. What are the most important challenges facing students in different countries and how to propose to address them?
Well, I believe that one of the biggest problems for students is to be supported in the transition from students to the professional life. And IEEE should do much more. Our region can do much more, creating, for example, opportunities for networking with people in the industry, supporting the students with internships in the industry, creating a network of information so that a student can find opportunities for internships around our region, and of course funding all of this. This will help in better understanding what does it mean to go in a company to work and prepare themselves in the best way. On the other side, I believe that many of our brilliant students, and we have really many of them, are interested in entrepreneurship. So what we can do is also to promote entrepreneurship and make them understanding what it is and provide the support to prepare themselves in this direction. So I really believe that we can help with these aspects. But of course, this is in general one of the important aspects. We need to make sure that in every country we understand specifically with the people in the country which are other specific needs and address them. Financially, we can do it. We can ask for financial support to companies, and I'm sure that for companies, investing in this perspective is important since they will be investing in their future as well.
Thank you, Vincenzo. Then say question for Igor.
I think the most important challenging students in different countries are also they have some similar things they have worrying that, but there are also a lot of different problems in different countries. So in low income countries, probably the scholarship fee for the studying is the main problem, and in some other countries is some other problems. So I think when I was Region 8 representative for the Power and Energy Society, I was a member of the committee who established Scholarship Plus program in Region 8, where we enable more than $3,000 per year per student in power engineering to give them opportunities to buy the books, to pay the fees or to pay the dormitory. So we can involve industry in Europe and enable them to pay some student needs if they want good engineers in the future.
Thank you, Igor.
Thank you, all of you. Brilliant questions and very, very good answers. What we are going to do now, we are going to go to the questions asked by the audience. If you click on the Ask a Question at the bottom, you will see those questions in front of you. That's also to Vin and Igor to have a look at them, because that's how we will communicate them. So the question which gathered most support is this one about Africa, Region 8, and how could we improve those benefits to Africa and transform young professionals in Africa. We don't have a timer here involved, so I'll have my own timer. Then the answer probably will come now from Vin. Yes, could you start? Vincenzo?
They are muted.
They are muted. Ooh, who muted them? I apologize.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, could you start?
Okay. Yes, definitely in Africa, there is a lot of work to do to support the local communities in being more involved in IEEE and benefit from the support that IEEE can give. In particular, I believe that in Africa, as well as in in all other sections in our region, we definitely need to work with the local, with the national associations, since this will be much more beneficial for the entire community. I believe that the national association, very often they are offering locally some support for certification as required by the local laws. So cooperating with them will give more support to the colleagues in these areas, especially the young professionals, and will allow to offer also an international opportunity for networking and knowledge sharing.
Thank you. Just on time. So, Igor, your time. Can you? Now you are muted. I'm unmuting you. Igor, can you start now?
Do you hear me now?
I can hear you now, yes.
Okay. When I was Region 8 representative, PS representative for Region 8, we established also some other project, and we build a lot of solar power plants and give some batteries and LED lamps to the African people. And this project was very well, and IEEE put a lot of money, Power and Energy Society put a lot of money in that project. So IEEE tried to help Africa in different problems they have. But I think we can establish some exchange program between some Africa and European or Middle East universities, and fund some scholarship for exchanging students from Africa for 3 months or some period. We can spend some money for this exchange and help them to specialize some skills and some knowledge from this hosting university in Europe.
Thank you very much, Igor. We don't have time for more questions, I'm afraid.
Okay.
So these are the closing remarks. There will be 2.5 minutes again for each one of you for these closing remarks. And Igor is starting first. So please start.
So, dear colleagues, dear students and young professionals, thank you for your time. And I applied for Region 8 Director position as based on my experience. I'm highly motivated to improve on some shortcomings in Region 8 that I have noticed over of 25 years of my long participation in IEEE. I believe I have the knowledge, the character, and ideas needed to fully use an incredible potential of IEEE in Region 8 to create an environment where engineers can find their professional home. And also, I will focus on student and young professionals to enable them more opportunities and involve them in more projects. Also, I plan to establish some proceedings of IEEE Region 8 and some part of this new journal will be for students, and also I plan to involve more student and young professional in committee organizers teams and to help them to fulfill their ideas and to exchange their ideas and to grow professionally and personally on the proper way in Region 8. Thank you. I don't hear. You are muted.
Yes, I have done it. Thank you very much, Igor. It's Vin, it's your stage.
Thank you. Let me spend a few words on my qualifications. I have experience in research, education, and industry. I have management experience in the university, the industry, and the IEEE. In IEEE, I have been serving in many roles and at many levels, both locally, in our region, and globally. I started serving over 30 years ago as a student first, and then in student branches up to strategic planning. In members' activity, I have been active in chapter, in the Italy section, in Region 8 and the global IEEE committees. And I served also in the MGA strategy and planning committee. In technical activities, I have been active in many technical committees. I created some of them up to strategic planning. In conferences, I served in all chair positions. For publication, I have been editor-in-chief and in strategic planning. In education, I organized summer school and chaired a certification program. In governance, I served in the governing bodies of the Italy section and societies up to the IEEE Vice President for technical activities. I envision a holistic view for our region and our IEEE. And I feel that I have the technical background, management experience, leadership skills, international visibility, and understanding of the IEEE activities locally, in our region, and globally to lead our effort in this direction. From a personal side, I have a positive attitude in leadership with ability to listen to people, valuing respecting all diversities, catalyzing people efforts and aspiration, promoting cooperation and trust, and working in a collegial way through consensus. I believe that we build our future, and let's do it together. With this spirit, I'm fully committed to work for you, for our region, and our scientific, technical, and professional community, with each and every IEEE member and volunteer, with each and every one of you. With this spirit, I'm asking for your vote. Together, we can make the difference. Thank you.
Thank you very much, everyone. We managed just on time. Great debate, and I wish you all the success in the elections. It's from my personal point of view, it's very difficult choice. As I say, There will be more opportunities perhaps to appeal to membership, but IEEE has finished at this moment this opportunity. So thank you once again. Thank you for attending the session. I'm closing it down. Bye-bye.